Hey guys, today I'm going to get to show you a finished video, a tour if you will, of one of the coolest pools I've built all year. It is a 20 by 40 ICF pool with made of fox blocks with midnight blue eco finish. It's one of the darker colors. It's got a lot more blue in it than the Perla Noir, but it still has that same effect in the evening. Once the sun goes down, this becomes like very inky and very reflective, which the valley behind me, kind of a gorgeous setting. It's a really, really cool effect. So basically this pool is built right into the hillside with the house. I built this house in 2018. It's called the Shaw Hollow Project. If any of you guys are friends with me on Facebook, you've probably seen a lot of the build vids. But we started the pool about a year ago. It's gonna have a really cool cover on it that I'm gonna talk about, and I'm just gonna give you basically a tour of all the amenities and yeah, just show you something really cool that we're really proud of. So this is the gazebo / cabana thing we built. Kind of wanted to keep with the modern architecture with the low slung, single pitch roof. We had to do this cantilever with structural steel. It's all I-beam construction and like 6x6 posts. We have 2 fire pits full of glass, which are very, very pretty. There's LED lights in them that light up at night. He got a kind of outdoor kitchenette. He has a very big kitchen over here, so it's just just enough to have drinks in the cooler or whatever. He's got some really nice furniture, 2 modern fans and 3 can lights. So this is nice and bright when they want it to be at night. The pool, of course, has our typical array of about 8 micro bright, so it's plenty bright as well. So the one thing I won't get to show you because it's not done yet on this pool is the cover. It's pretty special. It's called the hydralux by Aquamatic. Any of you guys that purchase our kits and stuff know that I love Aquamatic and their Hydromatic, which is their standard rail-driven cover. But this cover, anytime you have more than one side that is an infinity edge, it kind of eliminates traditional auto covers. So when we have these 3-sided ones that we do somewhat often, you don't have the option to have rails because it can't run out there past the end. So what we've got, they kind of look like mini blinds. They're actually pretty cool because they have an R value, which most covers don't. They have an R6, which is not inconsequential when you're already eliminating all the evaporative cooling, but you're also now giving it a little insulative barrier. But the cool thing is it's in a wet well. Back here you can see for about 3 feet, we have a stainless steel frame holding up concrete pavers, and the cover was actually being a drum that's actually floating in the water. So when it opens, it runs out and it floats. You can walk on it, you can do everything, but water can come through it. So unlike normal auto covers where if you mess up and turn a waterfall on, which, I mean, the kits we sell come with a circuit board to keep that from happening. They will not allow you to turn a water feature on while your cover's closed. But traditionally that's a problem. If you turn a waterfall or deck jets on, you'll pump water out of the pool and onto the cover and ruin your cover. So these, you can have a waterfall going and it just runs through the cover. The cover is permeable, so that's kind of nice. But I will bring you an install video on that here, hopefully in a couple months when it finally comes in. But it's gonna be epic. They're gonna run this pool year round. I'll take you to the equipment pad and just kind of show you the equipment they've got running to make this pool sing. Okay guys, so you can see the infinity edge here is just kind of perfection. It worked out amazingly well. I actually just turned the pump down from 2,400 RPMs down to 1,500 RPMs so I could shoot video in the equipment room, and you can see it's still spilling over 100%, and that is at about 1/4 power of that pump's capability. The homeowner chose these really pretty slate style 2x2 porcelain tiles. We usually oversize our catch basins. I mean, they're architecturally appealing as well as they have a lot more buffer. The problem with infinity edges, or can be, is a lot of times they undersize this catch basin. And if you think about when the pumps turn off, every bit of water that's 1/4 inch of water on the whole pool, or 1/8 of an inch, whatever it is, on the entire pool is gonna drain over the top, plus every bit of water on the wall. They call that water in transit. And if this thing is not big enough to handle all that water without spilling over, your pool loses water. Conversely, if there's not enough water in it, my main drains, which don't have their lids on them for some reason, will suck air. If there's not enough water, when you turn it on, now there's not as much water in there, they will pull air down and then it'll foul the pump will turn off. Just like the pool that we won pool of the year with, the catch basin actually goes into the equipment room, which I'm getting ready to take you into. where you can service it from indoors, basically. Okay guys, so I'm underneath the gazebo now, and this will be the first thing I show you is the IntelliCenter. It's an i5, and it is, it's the normal, it's the touch screen, it's the new system. The cool thing about this one is this house, when we built it, has an entire whole home automation system called Control 4, and this system, they came out and linked it in with the Control 4. So instead of using the Pentair IntelliCenter app, they can use the Control 4 that controls every light, every receptacle in the entire house. So it's pretty cool. We have a Jandy leveler. The sensor's in the catch basin, because if you think about, the catch basin's the only part of the water that will go up and down, because if you pump water into the pool, the pool's always full because it's spilling over. So the catch basin will drop if there's any evaporation or anything. This will add water, turns this solenoid right here and lets the water feed directly into the pool. And I'll take you around here and show you the equipment. All right guys, so the spillover part of this pool is completely handled by this 3-horse IntelliFlow XF. This is a pump that is slowly being phased out in lieu of a 5-horse XF or the new VS3. But I am going to miss this pump a lot, because when you run 3-inch plumbing off of it, it's capable of 240 gallons a minute. The new VS3 is like 160, which is plenty, but this thing's a real beast for a 3-horsepower pump. And like I said, I scooped up a few so I could still use them until they phase out. But effectively what we're doing is we're pulling out of those 4 linear main drains. Each one has 3 2-inch pipes dropping into to a 4-inch pipe, and 3-inch pipe, excuse me. And the 2 3-inch runs run together here, and I have a valve here where I can turn it off to clean the basket out, which I just did, which is why there's water everywhere. Then it returns straight back into the pool, no filtration or anything. I'm maximizing the flow of this pump. We go right back into this manifold up here, where we have like, I think 12 or 13 returns. That puts all that water that is coming out of the catch basin back into the pool, spilling over and just creating a cycle. Then completely separate from it, we have our filtration and heat circuit. Over here we have a Superflow VST, variable speed pump, 0.75 to 2.2 horse. Really nice littler pump. This is the one that comes with most of our kits. We have a TA60. The heater, we're actually right now, the boys are getting ready to run the vents out. We just got the vent pipe in, so we have to go up and out since this is technically indoors, even though it's kind of open air. So we go through that and then back into the chlorinator, which returns into all of our returns down below the manifold. And so another thing I didn't mention about that cover is there's 2 main drains and a return in there. So it's actually spinning the water in that well. A lot of guys in the past that I've heard have not put circulation in that basin under the floor there and it will let scum and stuff build up on the cover. So the fact that we put a return on one end, mains on the other, and if we have any issue, we have a valve that we can actually force more circulation or less back into that area. So I think it's going to work really good compared to other ones I've known about in the past. But this is basically it, guys. It's really nice to be able to service all this space. There's some pools we've done that we bury all this, and then it's just a lot going on that you're not sure about.